Are you wearing the wrong hearing aid? Well, you may have been wearing hearing aids for a while now, but how do you know it's the right fit? Maybe the sound isn't as clear as you expected, or they're uncomfortable, or just not delivering the results you hoped for. The truth is, not every hearing aid is a good match for every type of hearing loss or individual. So how can you tell if the ones you're wearing are actually the right fit for you, to give you the best hearing possible, to hear people in places like restaurants, or to hear your spouse at home, or to even hear your grandkids? I'm Dr. Ben Thompson from Treble Health, and I've been working with hearing aids for the past 10 years. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the most common hearing aid mistakes people make, what features actually matter, and how to find the best device for your specific needs. By the end, you'll know whether your current device is helping you or holding you back. Let's start with the key reasons why people end up with the wrong hearing aids. First, they choose based on appearance, not function or sound quality. A discrete device, like the one that I'm holding right here and that you can see in my ear, might look great, very hard to see. But if it can't handle your hearing needs, it's not a good match. Second, many choose a device that's either too weak or too strong for their level of hearing loss, leading to discomfort and poor sound quality. Third, people often skip over essential features like noise reduction or Bluetooth. And finally, some opt for the over-the-counter models when they really need a custom prescription device from an audiologist. So let's break this down, starting with the hearing aid styles. There are two major styles of hearing aids that I'm going to help you understand today, and I have them right in front of me. First is the completely in the canal hearing aid style. They are the smallest and most discreet style available. They sit deep in your ear canal, which helps reduce wind noise and makes it hard for anyone to see. I'm going to hold it in my hand right now so you can see just how small these hearing aids are. Look at that, compared to my finger, very small. And now look on the screen, you can see me putting this device in my ear and how really you can't see it once it's deep in the ear canal. But it's important to say that these devices come with trade-offs. The biggest one being what's called the occlusion effect. You see, for most people, when you plug your ear, the sound quality of what you're hearing gets worse, and your own voice sounds like you're speaking in a barrel. That's a big problem that, especially if you're new to hearing aids, you wouldn't understand, because if you choose one that's invisible and goes in your ear canal and it sounds okay, you're probably going to think, okay, the hearing aid's working, but you don't know what you're missing. Also, other trade-offs can include sometimes having those tiny batteries that need frequent replacing, no manual controls, and limited power output, making these completely in the ear canal devices unsustainable for many patients, like those who have a more severe hearing loss or those who want to connect to Bluetooth. Completely in the canal devices like these are best for mild to moderate flat hearing loss and users who prioritize and really need the least visible hearing aid possible. Now let's talk about the receiver in canal, also called RIC hearing aid. This is currently the most popular style hearing aid on the market, and I have it with me right here. A 2022 survey from Hearing Review showed that over 70% of professionally fitted hearing aids in the United States are using this model, the receiver in canal model. They're widely chosen because they balance comfort, performance, and sound quality extremely well. The design places the main body of the hearing aid behind the ear, with a thin wire connecting the device to this tip right here, what's called the receiver, and that has a rubber tip right there that goes into the ear canal. Overall, you can see this kind of device is very small. This is the Widex Smart RIC device with a bit of a unique style and shape to it. But this piece right here sits completely behind the ear, as you can see me putting this on my ear in the video. This setup from the RIC style hearing aid helps reduce feedback and improve sound quality, especially in noisy environments. It also allows for what's called an open fit style, where that rubber tip in the ear canal has natural holes in it, so it does not completely plug your ear canal, creating that plugged up feeling or the echo that so many new users of in-ear hearing aids report. RIC devices support features like Bluetooth streaming, directional microphones, noise reduction, and rechargeable batteries much more commonly than their counterpart here, the in-the-canal devices. And this design of hearing aid allows for remote adjustments by your audiologist, which gives flexibility so you don't have to go into the clinic every time you might need some help. They're a top choice for both new users and experienced wearers upgrading to new devices. And while they're more visible than completely in the canal devices, they're also more powerful, more versatile, and easier to adapt with over time. Let's be frank, the most important thing with hearing aids is sound quality and actually hearing people the best. Second to that is the style and how it sits on the ear so it's not too visible, right? The RIC style devices are great for all levels of hearing loss and users looking for more modern features with strong sound quality performance. Now let's talk about different features. Not every bell and whistle matters, but some can make a big difference. Noise reduction, for example, helps cut background noise and improve your speech clarity. Most models of hearing aids offer some noise reduction, but the quality really varies. So how that works is the specific microphone placement can enhance your focus on voices in front of you, which is critical in noisy environments. Newer hearing aids have AI noise reduction that can make a big difference too. For a moment here, let's touch on rechargeable versus disposable batteries. Rechargeables are eco-friendly and easier to use, especially for people with dexterity issues. Disposable batteries tend to last longer per battery, but they need frequent replacement. And most modern devices today have rechargeable batteries, thank God. Another feature to consider is Bluetooth streaming. It's a big plus for people who want to take calls or watch YouTube videos directly into their hearing aids. So how do you know if you're wearing the right hearing aid? Is it just style? No, it's also noise reduction. And we can't forget Bluetooth and the rechargeable batteries. But the most important factor is sound quality. How are the actual hearing aids performing? Are you able to hear people at a restaurant? Are you able to hear your grandkids? When it's your grandkids' third birthday and you're at the family event and there's lots of noise going on, there's a cake, there's people talking, there's music in the background, and you're in a group, can you hear what everyone's saying? Or are you having to ask for repetitions and are you struggling to follow the conversation? As I've shared in this video, if you get the core things right with your hearing aid, then you will have excellent sound quality and a hearing aid that works for you. And if you really want to make sure you're getting the most out of your hearing aids, I'd recommend getting real ear measures performed by your audiologist at an in-person clinic so that your hearing aids can match your prescription. That's generally best practices, especially for someone who's trying to optimize their hearing loss. So here's how to avoid choosing the wrong hearing aid. Step 1, know your hearing loss level, either from a professional exam or an online screening, and make sure the device is within the fitting range of your hearing loss. Step 2, prioritize sound quality over aesthetics whenever selecting your hearing aid. Usually that leads people to use the receiver and canal style as opposed to the completely in the ear style. Step 3, pick features that match your needs, not just what looks good in a brochure, but what's actually meeting your lifestyle and who you want to hear better. Step 4, work with an audiologist to make sure your device is properly programmed and fitted. Still unsure whether you have the right hearing aid or whether you're going to get the right hearing aid? You don't have to figure that out on your own. My team at Treble Health is available and we offer free consultations via telehealth with my team of audiologists. So we can help you choose the right device or make improvements to the one that you already have. If you're experiencing poor sound quality, discomfort, or just feel like your hearing aid isn't really doing its job, it may be time for a change. And one thing I can offer to you is if you click the link on the screen, you can schedule a hearing consultation today to speak with a professional from our team at Treble Health. And don't forget to watch my next video right on the screen where I break down the best hearing aids this year. My name is Dr. Ben Thompson, and I'll see you in the next video.